Hi friends, we're doing something light tonight. We're gonna do how do people perceive you? Not that our personal perception is tied up in anyone's perception of us, but just something, I don't know, maybe interesting to hear. So spirit, how is collective being perceived right now by those around them at this current moment in time? Split it with the strength card in the tower. A lot of people can see you as very strong, very stoic, very put together, very grounded. I wouldn't be surprised if that card comes out when we're shuffling. How's collective being perceived right now? We got the Five of Wands, that transformation number. They could see you going through a transformation. They could see you as very passionate, very creative, very triumphant. I'm drawn to the reef on this wand, and also the reef crown around his head. They can see you as very idealistic, as a person that has a lot of options, very decisive. I can see you as very much knowing what you want. I'm drawn to how he has all of these wands in his hand, but he's very focused on this one, strength card. But he's very focused on this one, like a person that has a lot of opportunities, very well put together. I'm gonna go ahead and take that strength card out. They could see you as very strong, very protected, very grounded. Like I said, very passionate. They could also see you as kind of like a loner, kind of closed off, kind of introverted, guarded as well. The moon. They could look up to you. I'm drawn to how she's looking up to him. I'm drawn to how it's the sun and then there's a crescent moon. As if you have the type of energy that shines so bright that even if there's another person that's in the room that has a similar aura, you don't clash with people that are very confident or sure of themselves. You almost complement the energy. I'm drawn to this quote that I heard a couple of days ago, how the moon and the sun both shine brightly and they're both necessary, but they understand the balance of having their own time. And I feel like there's something about your energy that is like this. You don't ever try to outshine anybody. It's you know who you are, you know where you shine. You know that regardless of what you're doing, you're always going to shine, but you don't feel the need to always take the spotlight. And people could admire this about you. You're confident, you're not arrogant. I feel like there's something about your energy that's very protected, and people can tell this. They may try you, but they're only going to take it so far, because I feel like there's something in them that says this is not a person that you want to do harm to. Three of Pentacles. There's something about you being in this position where people look up to you. Kind of drawn to how they have they're giving each other this look. People can kind of give each other this look when you're around, a lot of yellow here too. that solar plexus energy. You are the literal like sun. Like your aura is very much like yellow and bright, and you know who you are, or you're in the process of really like getting comfortable with yourself and understanding that I'm hearing that song from Princess Diaries. I don't know if this is the exact lyrics, but it's like, what makes you different makes you different. I don't know. What's there inside you? Something like something about what makes you different, like, and you're accepting that like what makes you different is what makes you special. Like none of us are you know, it's not like any of us are singled out from like the laws of nature or the laws of the universe, but there's something about you where you're understanding that like the fact that you are different is what makes you special. That special is like that in that case, even though we're all very much like special, you being different is enough for you. I feel like there could have been a time in your life where you grasp to this idea and this concept of feeling special and needing to feel special and needing to do whatever you could to not fit in, because internally you never felt like you fit in. But I feel like there could be these external things that you did to yourself, like as far as just, you know, decorating your sim a specific way because you wanted to make sure that like everyone, the outward appearance resonated with how you felt on the inside, and so everybody could understand you better as well. I feel like there's something there with that. And I feel like now, without you doing anything externally, it's your energy that people are picking up on, and they see you as very much different. You stand out without even trying. You grounded into this energy of not seeing your differentness as something that needs to be used as a shield, is what I'm hearing. And you just accepted that like it's not on you, it's in you. It's a beautiful realization. One more card. And keep it short and sweet today. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, people could, especially with all this brick energy, people could definitely see you as like very guarded, but they could also see you as like very strong, which can be a double-edged sword sometimes, right? No pun intended with all the sword energy. But they could see you as very strong. They could see you as like, some people may even ask you like, are you lonely? Like you spend so much time alone. Are you lonely? And you're not lonely. You're very much comfortable in your own energy. And there's something right now specifically that you're gaining so much from being in your own energy. I think is grounding you even more, which is where this, I feel like all of this brick and this stability is coming from. Is the strength that you're gaining within your solitude. And so I feel like a lot of people can just feel like you're like unreachable. Yeah. And some people that I feel like with these looks, they don't know how to interpret it. Like they don't know how to deal with a person that is not trying to be anyone other than themselves. Like they don't know how to receive the energy that you carry when you walk into a room, because you're not looking around anymore for the spots that you can fit in. You're making the environment bend and fold to you. And this is not you asking anybody to change your shape, or like I said, this is not arrogance at all. You don't see yourself as above anyone, but there's something about how grounded and stable your energy is that it changes the vibration of the room, that it makes people rise to where you are energetically. It makes people raise their vibration. Also have people like ask you like, you know, like how you are the way you are. How are you so calm? How are you so level-headed? How are you so... Or they may just like misconstrue your quietness and your need to keep to yourself as like shyness, but you don't feel the need to explain anymore. Don't place limits upon yourself. You are an infinite being with unlimited potential. You can have anything and be anything you want. Don't hold yourself back or allow anyone else to. This is your life. Live your truth and remain heart-centered at all times. And that's just that confirmation, right? To not change or don't feel like you're doing anything wrong, because how you're feeling right now could be so different from how you felt your entire life. You're alone, but you don't feel lonely. And so you could be seeking out some sort of like, I don't know, confirmation that you're on the right path, that the way that you're feeling right now is the way that you're supposed to be feeling. And the thing about you is like, you're so self-aware that I feel like your energy, like you cannot fall into arrogance. Like, I don't feel like that's something that you need to worry about, because you're constantly checking yourself. You're constantly, you know, making sure that you're in alignment and that you're not leaning into your ego, because arrogance is all about ego. But confidence, you don't need to put anybody down to be confident, because you know who you are and you're comfortable in your own energy. Perhaps you are reminded all too quickly just how quickly the phases of life in your life can shift. One change after another, you are learning to adapt and grow. Be kind and gentle to yourself. Yeah, so if you are in this period of isolation and it has been hard and you feel like you keep having people fall off, like don't be too hard. Don't be hard on yourself at all. Because anybody that's meant to be here is going to be here, and anybody that's not meant to be here is not meant to be here. And there's so much freedom and peace that you can find within that space. So don't try to force fetch to happen, and don't go back to old patterns to try to fit a new reality. Don't go back to old patterns to try to shove people that, you know, as they're on their path, it's not the same path as yours. And don't keep trying to force old habits, old situations, old people into this new life that you're trying to cultivate and create, because it's going to keep you chained to a lot of ways to that past life that you're trying to move on from. You have nothing to be ashamed about, nothing to feel guilty about. You know, yeah, that's about it. I send you guys off with love. Good night.